Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain back for some more Dungeons and Dragons Online. Now, for this quest here, we are back out in Ravenloft. In order to get to the location I'm currently at, once in Ravenloft, you can head to the taverns there, or if you happen to have a bottle of mist, it'll send you right to one of the taverns. Granted, that is once you've completed that initial intro into the mist quest. Now, once there, you can talk to the teleporter and go to Van Richten's tower. And that'll be right here. It does seem we have some unprepared spell slots. There we go. Alright, so for this one, we do need to talk to Esmeralda to pick up the chain here. And she's going to tell us where to go, which is the Wizards of the Wine's Vineyard. Now, like before, we do have our guide, which we can talk to, and we'll be able to teleport to these different locations. So here we have Wizard of the Wines. There we go. Now this quest here is super simple, super straightforward, and yeah. Alright, so we'll pick up the quest here. And we're going to jump right into it. Now I am going to show you the fast way to do this quest. Obviously there is a couple of optionals here that I will be hitting. One, however, I am going to be skipping as it does involve a lot more running around than is required. Like, it's definitely does need to be done, and for the amount of experience received, it's totally not worth the additional effort. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is talk to this individual here and just agree to assist them. At this point, head straight for the door and head on through. Now, as you see, as soon as you get through, there are a few enemies. Alright, so that is wave 1. So the next thing I'm going to do is head all the way over here to the northern section, and again we have some enemies here. Once you've killed them, what we can do is we can head inside here, and in that back corner there's going to be like a shambling mound which we can attack. Now, don't worry about like trying to fight him in the room. If you have range type damage, he gets stuck at the doorway and can't make his way through, making it super simple to actually kill him for some free XP. And then of course we have a chest for that. Alright, our next step here is to head through this door, which is underneath the ramp here. And this will proceed deeper into the quest itself. So, again, more enemies right on the other side of the door. Alright, so once you kill them, you're going to want to come in, make a left, and head down the stairs. Now, this will put you in a small room. Now, we do have a couple of groups of guys. I would personally recommend taking out these ones here first, which are immediately to our right. after them, we do need to come around the corner here and kill off these guys. Once they are gone, just go ahead and pull the lever. And that'll open up our door right over there. Now, as you can see, we do have a lone druid. He actually isn't alone. And once you start fighting him, as you see all the wolves come out of the woodworks. So just be prepared for that horde of wolves. I know the first time I did this, I was, it definitely caught me unaware. From here, you're going to want to head straight in and make a right. Now, this is mostly just to kill off the enemies. Just to kind of clear that path. You can actually avoid this little bit here. Though, as you see, we do have some notes, which is part of the read all the notes. This is one of the ones that I tend to skip, as it is annoying to go for them, on top of the fact that it's not really worth a lot of experience. So from there, we can go ahead and pull this lever. This lever will open up this section here to pull another lever. So there's nothing other here other than a lever. Now this lever will control the door over here and to our left. Oh, the lag.
The way forward is blocked by giant twisting roots, the work of the druids who invaded the winery.
Alright. Once we've defeated that welcoming party, we want to actually head down this path here. Now, in here we're going to have a lot of the brown mold that we do need. In fact, we're going to have all the brown mold that we're going to need. We're also going to have a bunch of enemies. Now, one of the annoying ones are the slimes, because they split. And as you can see, it can quickly turn into a whole lot of enemies, which does mean one, a lot of chance for remnants, but also a lot of chance for reapers as well. That's where I like fireball types spells, so that way we can just take out groups of them. Alright, so once you've defeated who you can see right there, I always head to the eastern passage. You can usually see whether or not there is brown mold here before you hop down. If you are seeing the brown mold, make sure you go ahead and select it. And then just hop down the hole. Now at this point, you may or may not have another brown mold. They'll all be down in this section, but the spots of their location can change. So it won't always be just behind, it won't always be right here. They're randomly strewn. You can also have a whole bunch of oozes right here as well, so just watch yourself. So from here we're going to work our way in, and actually there's our last brown mold. So there we go. We do still need to head out, so we're going to head through this section here, and that would be towards the exit where we entered in. If, however, you don't yet have it, you may need to head over here to these two rooms. Now, with this room in particular, where the shrines are, as you approach, it actually is going to spawn in some skeletal enemies. So just be prepared for that. That way you're not running in for rest, turning out that is just another fight. Alright. So at this point you just want to make your way out. And back to the big main hall. So we're going to go from here, and we're going to actually head left and then up the stairs. If you do have access to the Dimension Door spell, you can definitely use that to return to this room faster. And then we just want to head up the ramp here. From here, we're going to work our way to the western section of the room, to the family quarters. And then our Charm of Purification is going to be in one of these northern rooms. So there are several of them. There's 2 in this section, and then there's another 2 behind that door there. It can spawn in any of them. So we're going to start by opening up this one here, and wow, we're getting the best setup possible here. There's our charm.
You found all the ingredients needed to purify the wine.
Now I do want to point out, before we go any deeper, one of these rooms will also have a note, or at least that's been my my experience in here. But since we now have the orb, we can actually just head back to the vat room. I do want to point out, when you open up one of the rooms on like the northern side here, when you work your way to the next one, it's gonna just open up as you approach. So just be aware of that. That way, again, that you're not caught unaware thinking you could place down a turret or something at the door, but rather that it spawns the moment you approach. Alright. So at this point here, all that's left to do is actually attack that druid there. Now, personally, I like to fight him right here. Basically, right where we re-entered. Reason being, as he takes damage, they're gonna spawn in a whole horde of enemies. So, one group spawns in from there, one's from the bottom. It's just easier to deal with them with a little bit of space.
With the druid poisoner taken care, you rush to add the antidote to the wine vats. The choking stench of the poison clears and is replaced with a sweet smell of fermented grapes. Thanks to you, the Wizard of Wine.
And one of the main reasons I like to fight him up here is if I get overwhelmed, I can always just hop down. that. So we have our end chest. Go ahead and grab your loot. Now it can have named items again, as along with the macabre weapons. Fortunately, we didn't get any named items here. And that's that. All after this, just recall out, talk to the guy at the entrance. As you see, it only took us 12 minutes. Obviously, if you're not stopping for explanation, you can get this done a lot faster. Generally speaking, I get it done in about 6 to 8 minutes. And yeah, it's really quick, really easy to do, and I hope this video is going to help you get that done. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one all.